Hey everybody, this is Black Sheep 24/7. Your homeless guide to fear. We'll call this fear and loathing in New York. And I came up with that title so quickly because I've done this video more than once, which is not necessarily abnormal for me. But there is something happening today that differentiates my videos, that differentiates this from my other videos. Usually, I try to at least show you what's going on in the back, or talk about my journey as a car dweller, and maybe I'll get a little bit into something that happened this morning. But what I want to talk about, the main thing that I have going on in my up in the air mobile dwelling life is I'm not drinking today. I haven't had a drink in 3 days now, and I can usually two is my threshold. After 2 days, I'm usually ready to reward myself with that drink, baby. It feels completely different speaking to a camera, and it's in a lot of ways stripped me of my confidence sitting in this seat talking to you and throughout the day. And now how I handle that is maybe a little bit different than how I would after a hangover, or maybe when I'm not 100%. It's certainly better to face these things with a clear head. And the big thing is that I'm going to a job fair. We're taking off tomorrow, and then it's going to be on Thursday. So the main thing with that is I don't want to look like toast. I don't want to sound like toast. I want to be responsive. I want to look alive. This is sink or swim. So I started with day 1 and day 2, and that was very easy. And here we are. And today I've been a total wreck. I wouldn't even say a total wreck. It's so hard to explain. In a way, it feels like it's like feeling nothing and everything at the same time. My day started off really interesting. I got to speak with my neighbor. There's this cat who, God bless his heart, man. He lives in a Mini Cooper, and it's him, and RV, and myself, and we're like the responsible crew. I feel like we all have like unspoken like trust for each other, and I've always wanted to talk to this guy. This morning when I was getting everything ready, emptying my my ridiculous air mattress, he came driving up real slow in his little Mini Cooper, and the thing about him is that he's got to take every little thing, every bag, every tote, he puts everything in a little pile, and then he inflates his mattress or whatever he has and puts all that stuff back in. A Mini Cooper has got to be a drag to camp in. He came rolling up, and I was playing music, and that's what I thought he was going to say something about, because he's never said hello. So I thought he was going to be like, turn down that gun. Oh, look at this. There's you're not going to be able to see this. It's a rainbow. It's a rainbow. Let's go get gawked at by the stupid mall people. It's a rainbow. I hope you could see that. So this man, his name is Tom, he wanted to know he wanted to know about what model truck I had, because he's been watching me set up, and it's obviously much easier than what he's doing. I don't really know what his goal is. I don't want to speak too much on him, because some of his opinions are, let's say, a little bit unique. Many of the people that I've met on this journey have had some very unique opinions. Have had some very unique opinions. So who knows? Maybe one day I'll get him to speak about it. But so I got to meet Tom, and once I left that encounter and I made my way to work, I was feeling really good. I was like, all right, this is fun. I'm having fun. Period. But then something happens where you just don't feel anything. You don't feel enthusiastic about things. You listen to music, it doesn't make you feel the same. It's just not as emotional, I guess you could say. Like alcohol turns everything up a little bit. Maybe it loosens you up. I don't know what it is, but it's just a different experience, and you certainly notice it when you don't have it. It's like it's also like a physical thing too. You definitely feel a difference. It's like feeling nice and comfortable wrapped in a blanket and then taking that off, something like that. The way that I'm describing it doesn't even do it justice. So I went through the day. I took lunch around 4 o'clock. And by that time, I found myself in a position to be very depressed and feeling terrible about myself and feeling terrible about what I was doing. You know what? That's not even really what was going on. What was going on is like, before break, I was kind of communicating to myself with my inner voice that it would be so very easy to go and get liquor right now. I mean, the fucking liquor store is right up the road. I have $30 in my bank account to last me until Friday. And then I have like $20 in winning lottery tickets. So I could go get a bottle, have enough to get maybe a pack of cigarettes. I'm good. This is the thought process that I was trying to fight, that I successfully fought before lunch. And when I took break, all of a sudden, I don't know, it just feels like a pressure almost. Like it's so hard to explain. And it just intensifies and intensifies. And there were times where I was sitting there where I'm like, starting to get, my eyes are welling up and shit like that. Like, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. It's very emotional, yet yet empty. I guess that's how I could say it. But I got through it. I beat that one intense craving period that I had. And I mean, I've been clean for a year. I've taken an entire year off. And then I just it's amazing how quickly you could get right back into it, though. I took the year, and then I said, all right, I did it. And then I went right back to drinking. It was amazing. It's so funny how things get get into you. And I I feel like I was a late bloomer on alcohol. I didn't even really get in. I didn't get like hardcore into it until I was in my 20s. In my teens, I didn't even really know. Like, I remember one of the only times that I ever threw, you throw the party at your house when your parents are away. I did that. I had the cool kids over, and those sons of guns emptied the liquor cabinet. They drank all my dad's hooch, you know. And he came to me like, "You, God damn it, let me smell your breath." And I'm like, I didn't have anything. And I didn't. I didn't. It wasn't until later. There have been so many consequences to my drinking. The things that I've said, man, the things that I've done, the things that I've said, and this is just where my head's at. This is where my thought process is at. I mean, look at this. Do you see that? My thumb is permanently disfigured, and I've permanently lost a goodly amount of my sense of touch. This whole area here, right? I work with my hands for a living. This is what I've been doing for about 8 years now. This is because of the drink, man. This is what it does to you. What more can I let it take from me? And I don't want to sit here like I'm going to be Johnny sober and I'm never going to have anything again, because I probably will, man. I probably will. I don't know. I just feel like a jumbled up mess. That's what I feel like, and that's about all that I have to say. So if anybody's ever had some problems with the hooch, let me know, because it touches so many people. It touches so many people. I once spoke with I don't really have too much direct back and forth, but there's a vaping channel. The guy calls himself Grim Green, right? And if you ever need vaping information, he's a very concise guy, and I was always fond of going to him when I was into that sort of thing. I still subscribe to him, though, and every once in a while I'll check out the channel just to kind of see what vaping is doing right now. I mean, it's like really, it's kind of over the top. I don't know if I really dig it, but that's neither here nor there. What's crazy is that there are so many pending regulations and so much of a fight to make vaping okay for people that are adults, for people that are perfectly capable of making their own decisions. They're certainly legally allowed to light up a cigarette. That's okay. Let me get a carton of Marlboros. All right, that's fine. You have the sound mind to do that. But when it comes to vaping, they just want to make it as hard as they can. The thought of an entire state banning or not being able to buy flavored liquids at any point as an adult is feels like it's an insult to my intelligence, and furthermore, yeah, a total insult to people's intelligence, because you could if you have the resources, you can make it on your own. It's not like, it's not like they're gonna wipe it out. So there are all these efforts against vaping. Oh, it's targeting the kids. It's targeting the kids. Flavored liquids. They have, but I mean, as far as liquor goes, they have entire stadiums. Coors Field or whatever. They have entire sporting arenas that are named after beverages, that push beverages with big giant images of cold beverages. And that's all good. There's even there's a social not only in acceptance, but it like a you know, oh, you can't drink. He's a little guy. He can only drink 2 beers, I bet, before he gets. It's like there's like a there's like a manly kind of thing behind it, which is weird, but it's just so tolerated and so promoted, and it's so bad for you. It's so bad. I just can't. I just the double standard to me is just outrageous. What are you gonna do? It's poison. It's poison. That's what it is, and that's what poison does. It kills you. Why's it got to be so dang fun, though? Anywho, yeah, I'm gonna be on the road tomorrow to this job fair, so hopefully I'll get some stuff on the way. On the way there. Sorry to be such a bummer drag, and I don't mean to be so down on myself in a way and negative on myself, because I want this move and I want this mobile dwelling to be an experience that starts to take me in the opposite direction. So okay, we got that we got that out of our systems. We feel better. I feel better. You're a wonderful listener. Thank you for being there. Check it out next time. Thumbs up, do whatever. Thumbs down. Who gives a hoot? Have a pleasant evening. Thank you. Goodbye.